As we came out of the pandemic, we saw a 50% reduction in engagement in our efforts. What that meant is that our athletes really did feel much more isolated and had to be brought back together again. We knew we had one job, and that was to reconvene our athletes.
Our team needed to put community back at the center of competition, which gave athletes a lifeline. To do it, we needed to look beyond the playing field and rethink how we work with our athletes to make them truly successful.
Every athlete's journey goes beyond physical prowess. Reaching the podium requires mental fortitude, determination, and the willingness to push yourself harder than you've ever pushed yourself.
As a competitive organization, we knew we had to hold our own journey to the same standard. That meant improving our past efforts to understand how to be the most inclusive organization.
We worked over 6 months to gain feedback from over 50,000 athletes, caregivers, volunteers, and community leaders.
By mapping their journeys, we're accomplishing 2 important things.
One is to localize our efforts so that we're in the backyard of every community in Washington State, and the other is to bring great excellence and access and reducing every barrier we possibly can.
Community Through Competition will empower local leaders with the tools necessary to build strong competition, ensuring everyone has the right to play. It will significantly improve and expand on programs designed to reach young athletes, schools, tribal, and BIPOC communities.
Leadership and Learning supports athletes at every level of Special Olympics Washington, from local communities to the state level. In addition to being the first program in the country to have an athlete board chair, we're launching a new unified STEM program and expanding athlete leadership training.
Belonging and inclusion turns Washington State into a center point for inclusion at all levels, starting with healthcare, schools, and businesses. We are building new partnerships to help us ensure that people with IDD have an equitable opportunity to live with independence, purpose, and acceptance.
Our digital equity initiative is recognizing that our constituents need to be both taught about how to use technology in a very safe and equitable way, but moreover, during the pandemic, what we found out as a society was that we were leaving behind great swaths of individuals relative to their access. And access means giving them knowledge and the courage to advance their interface with Special Olympics, but moreover, their interface with the rest of the community that they live in.
In 1965, Yiddish Kenny Schreiber said, "Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt."
Special Olympics celebrates the spirit of competition. It's so much more than the fastest time or the highest jump. It's our commitment to move past our limitations so that we can discover our unfound strengths, abilities, and successes.
Over the next 5 years, we will demonstrate that commitment through a reimagined effort to put our athletes at the center of our mission.
The Beyond Gold rallying cry reminds us that growth happens both on and off the playing field and starts with supporters like you.